Hey, what's up? This is Big Lee with Hustler Spirit. I'm here at Christmas time with Fleece. What's up, Fleece?
How you doing, my big brother?
Doing good, man. Doing good. Uh, let's jump right into it, man. It's a holiday time, but we back to regular business. So let's get back to the penitentiary story, the prison stories. You talked about the death row before, how you destroyed the chair and all that stuff down there. What was your mindset of being down in there? How did you deal with that?
I don't even think words can really describe that event, that time. Here I am, out of all the cells you can put an inmate in, I get put in a cell right across from the lecture, a death row cell. And so it was during a time when we had a governor called Martha Lane Collins, a woman. And it was an execution coming up, and she wanted to inspect the electric before she signs off on the death warrant. And so they coming to get the chair prepared to put somebody in it. In my heart, I know that person ain't gonna get a leave from court because that person's appeals and already been turned down. So this guy named Steve Galucci came to me and say, "Hey, I fix you up with food and all that, let you eat all you want, cause I'm the only one down there. I wasn't even supposed to be down there." He said, do me a favor.
What you mean you wasn't supposed to be down there?
Nobody's supposed to be, see, like they got like probably 8 cells, and then they got a gate. They got a gate. Now behind this gate, you got to stick a key in there and unlock it, and electric is back there. Now, on this side is just cells. You could have put me in one of them cells. But they want to put me right across from the lecture and then have the nerve to ask me, would I go on there? He said, I don't want you to wipe nothing down or nothing. He said, the black mat that is around the chair, pull it out, clean it off. Don't touch nothing else, right? So he left. I said, I got you. So I sat down in the electric chair, sat down in it, crossed my legs, took a cigarette out, and I smoked a cigarette. But then I got to thinking, they getting ready to kill somebody in this church. They want me to clean it. And I got to thinking about whoever it is they're going to kill. I said, you know what? It ain't going to happen. So I put my cigarette out, took a steel mop wrangle, and beat that chair off the thing. Just beat it down. Well, the governor, she finally came, and I spit on her. Yeah, they said, we're going to kill you. Yeah, you ain't going to do nothing. I spit on her. I didn't like the fact that I don't have no respect for somebody to try to make me part of something evil, right? This was an evil. If I had to clean that chair, you might well say, I'm the one that prepared it for the person to sit in it. See, I don't know this person ain't do nothing to me or my family, and they want me to decorate this chair, clean it up for inspection, and I tore it up. And let me tell you though, okay, people say, okay, please, describe it. Describe the room if you've been in you open a room with a door, the big key. Okay. Soon you go in right here on the level of the church sitting right here. Church sitting right there. Right in back of the church is the room where they pull these 2 switches down. They got a little square window in there like that. You know, so he can see you can't see him when he shut the door and pull the switch. You know, there are 2 of them side by side. So you open the door right there on the wall, right here on the wall. I tore all that shit up. You ain't gonna use shit. So when the guard ran down there and seen the damage I done, he said, you know what? You'll never work for me. You have to go on somewhere, punk. You know, but I'm gonna tell you, the electric chair don't frighten me. What frightened me is that lethal injection table. Man.
That was in there too?
Nah, it ain't in the same room. They got different rooms they had them in. The lethal injection. That table. The sheet on it, you know, I done seen white sheets before. This sheet here was so white and so pure and so new that I never seen a sheet that color. So pure white. And it was folded on the bed like in a military fold where no wrinkles nowhere. It was just like, and it looked comfortable. See, that's what put the chill in my heart. When I looked in her, I was kind of tired at the moment. And that bed looked so comfortable to lay in. The chill came knowing that once you lay in this bed, you ain't getting up. This is a death bed. And the most disturbing thing about me being down on the death walk is that this is what messed with my man. This is what caused me to lose so much respect for the people in correction. See, I wasn't supposed to be down on death row. I was down there one time when they executed her McQueen. I was down there. And the executioner, nobody's supposed to see him. Nobody's supposed to know who he is or nothing. I know who he was. I was down there. See, they got a side door going through a little gym when you go out this door and go through his gate. You know, that's what it's supposed to take the body. Inmates ain't supposed to see the body being taken out or none of that stuff. And at the time they execute somebody, the current that comes out of that electricity current, everything's hooked up to the same stuff. So if you in the hole and they pull the switch, the lights will go on and off. You know, we know it's being used. We can hear the sizzling going through there. The guy's being fried, right? Last meal, I used to talk to him, I said, so he told me they had him sedated. See, that's the purpose of the last meal. Because people like me, you tell me you're going to kill me, and really, I ain't did nothing to you. Whoever I killed that person. Let that person or that person's family deal with me. You jump into it talking about you're going to put me to death. You better do it when you make the statement. But he explained to me he was sedated. See, they put him, they said, what's your last meal? And it'll be something where they got all kinds of some sort of medication in it that'll just make you real relaxed. Well, it's not no problem where they got to drag you to the chair.
They put in your last meal?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, they start preparing you before your execution. They'll bring you down there about a month before your execution. They'll bring you down there and then they'll start doing that. All your meals will be filled with some sort of medication, which, in my part, is cruel and unusual punishment. It violates the 8th Amendment of the Constitution. And so, and after they do that, you be sitting there, then they say it's time. You get up and get handcuffed. They take you in there and strap you to the chair. Take your handcuffs out, strap your arms and stuff to it. And they pull the switch.
Why is it 2 switches?
I guess it's to send more juice through there, because there's 2 of them right down that wall. As soon as you walk in, open that door on the inside, it had 2 of them. Two big long handles. put. You gonna get fried in her. As it said, that's just to send more juice to the to. And the last meal is to produce a result.
What do you mean?
Make your shit. They want to see all that. Oh man, his bowels is busting, his eyeballs popped out. It's a gruesome sight.
Who pulls the switch? Whose job is that?
It's the executioner job.
Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, I seen it.
You're not supposed to see them.
No, not supposed. I seen that one.
They were supposed to get you.
They wasn't even supposed to have me down there in the beginning.
Right.
And if you check the records, you'll see at the time of that execution, I was down there.
How did they leave you down there?
They always try to put me somewhere because on every walk they hit me on around inmates. They say I come out fighting. I was training the inmates to rebel against them. I was a problem. People was following me. When I do something, they do it too. So they separated me, put me down there, kill me out, And at the same time, try to put some fear in me, because when I was down there, I ain't got no windows down there, none. They cut off all the lights and come down there and cut my toilet, make my toilet flush by itself. Hey, Fleece is a spirit running, but I already know they back there doing it. But they did have spirits in her, though. But not at that particular time. I done seen the spirits of stuff. But, I wasn't supposed to be there. I'm the only one that know the executioner. I don't know his name, but I know his face.
Mm.
I know that much. And so now after I tore that chair up, they built a supermax on the property. And they moved the lecture chair over to that building now.
Yeah, they moved the table too?
Yeah. All of it's out back now. But they know I saw it. Okay. Merry Christmas to everybody and Happy New Year. This is from Fleece and my agent Big Lee at Hustler Spirit. We want to wish everybody a joyful holiday with the promise of a thunderous New Year. So what I have decided to do today is, I thought it was good if I was to tell you what Christmas means to me in a poem. Like a poem. So I thank God for all his blessings, for being there with me through all of my life lessons. I thank Jesus, God's Son, for his love and grace and all he does. Christmas to me is a special time set to love and forgive and to do good to those who did you wrong. I wrote this down, and the way it reads is, I thank God, my God, for all his blessings, for being there with me through all my life's lessons. I thank Jesus, God's Son, for his love and grace and all he done. I see Christmas for what it is, a special time set out to love and forgive, to do good to those who do me wrong, to let the gospel of the Lord keep me strong. Christmas isn't about what you receive. Christmas is about what you believe. And I added to that, and I'm proud of myself too, though. Yes, I'm sorry. But that's what Christmas means to me. I'm gonna just express it. I don't like writing things down. I like expressing. Christmas to me, that's what it means. It's a time to reflect, on yourself. Look in the mirror and see what's wrong and make it right. You got a new year coming. It's a new year to improve. I spoke to a guy the other day. I said, how you doing? He said, not too bad. From that statement, I said, oh, not too bad means there's room for improvement in the situation. It could be a lot worse. That's what not too bad means. We have a lot of people out there that's in the not too bad situation. Hey, keep your head up. Believe in the Lord. Stay strong. Forgive. Don't be overcome by hate. There's a lot of hate stuff going on in the world right now. Just pour out hatred toward each other. Remember what the Lord told you. Now, here's what I want to tell everybody about Christmas. Somebody told me, said, is this the day Jesus was born? I said, no. I said, he was in the 3rd century, the 4th century, under Pope Julius. He was a pope. He was the one that took Christmas into a holiday, the Catholic Church. And a day was set out to give thanks and celebrate all the blessings that God was blessing the world with. And December the 25th was the day set out to do that. It was never said that this is the actual day that Jesus was born. This is just the day set out to celebrate his birth and give thanks to the Lord and God for their grace and mercy towards us. So, everybody out there, I wish you a happy New Year's, a Merry Christmas, and a heart full of love.
Hey, Fleece, was you ever part of any riots or anything in there when you was in there?
Nah, I wasn't a part of no riots, but I was there when the riots broke out. Cause like I said, I was solo. I'm not running with nobody. I ain't affiliated with no gangs, groups, or organizations. I'm by myself. But here's the thing about these riots that people don't know. Every time there's a riot in prison, the guards get a very big bonus money.
What you mean, after the riot?
Man, for overseeing the riot, right? Like if a riot breaks out, and let's say if a guard is making every 2 weeks, let's say he's making $1,500. A riot breaks out, he's gonna get that $1,500 and more in that same day. He'll get his paycheck every day that the riot happens. If it lasts a week, he gets a week's pay every day. It's similar to that. I don't know the exact amount, but I do know they get a big bonus. And guards used to set it up. They used to set it up when them little country guards, they get behind in bills and stuff, and then they get greedy. The supervisor, the ones that runs the prison, they'll put word out through one of their guards that they trust, and they little clique, criminal clique. And he'll go pay the inmate, and the inmate can set it off, man. Inmate will set it off, next thing you know, just like, and they lie and steal money from the government. Like, they had one riot down there that said the league office burned down. It wasn't nothing about 2 law books, bro. Couple of chairs and tables turned over. All the inmates walked to their cells. You didn't have to use mace on nobody. Now, the riot where you use mace and got to pull guns, that's a riot. That's when something in the form of a riot. But then everybody walked to their cell, went in, and then we were watching it on TV, and they said The prison in Eddyville, Kentucky just had a riot, and the place is burnt this and it burnt that. And the officials said it's going to cost hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars to repair the damage. Nah, man. See, they take their money, and that little group they got in correction, it's a little criminal group, little organized criminal group. They steal money from the government. They come up with everything. They started every riot that I know that happened in prison. It was the guard behind it. They created it. Louisville, Lexington. White boys against black boys. Crips against Bloods. The guards was initiating all this. Like, for instance, they'll take a walk that they got blood on and put a Crip on her. Right in the middle of it. So he'll go to the caseworker, try to get, hey man, can y'all give me a cell change, because, and they say no. And then they'll plant a seed, they'll tell one inmate some false info on him, on why he's on the wall. Now they want to fight him. So when they fight him, now all his people gonna fight. So it's a riot breaking out. The guards used to orchestrate riots. That's just like the Great Escape. How you think that happened? You got 8 inmates escaped out of Eddyville prison with hacksaw blades, cut themselves through the bars in their cell. Cut 8 of them. Cut the bars in their cell. It was more than that escape. And just they caught the other ones, but 8 of them got away. They cut all the bars. And then they got to go to this big window, break the glass, they cut through that, and that screen right there. Then they got to make a rope and slide down 2 stories. And you mean to tell me, didn't nobody see it? Didn't nobody know they was going to escape? Them guards was behind it, man. They was behind that. And them inmates got out, went over in Tennessee, and they killed them old people. Just told Tennessee was in an uproar. Now the correction cabinet over here got sued. Now, if you want to know how foul your correction cabinet is, this is the way when they say, oh, he's on there making stuff up. No, I'm not. If you find out how many times they done been sued and take the totality of them lawsuits and come up with a total, you'll have somewhere between $800 million that they done paid out. They pay out money all the time. That's just like hazardous pay. This is how much nasty they are. They've been trying to get hazardous pay for the guards for years. But they tell them, you work there at your own, your
own risk.
Your own risk. So, when I saw that one going through that hot stuff in his place, he sued them. They told him, they said, look, here's our settlement. We're going to take care of all your medical, this and that. And we're going to get hazardous pay to all the officials in Kentucky. All the guards, police, and I have hazardous pay is now there. And they hated me because this man is taking too much money out of my pocket. Well, you told me I got 20-something years in a hole. I got to do 20-something years in a hole. You done made me do all this time in a hole. I didn't end up doing 20-something years, but that's how much time they gave me in the hole. So I lost all respect for them. I love the Constitution. I love what this country stands for. I love the military. I love our armed forces when they honest. I love the police departments. They got a lot of police that do exactly their job, serve and protect. And I really appreciate it, you know. And even people in prison was appreciating the police was on the streets. The ones say they hate cops, them cops is out there protecting your family now. Why you locked up? They protecting your kids and wife, your mama, your daddy, your grandparents, your loved ones. You ain't out there doing it. You know, so, and they used to get letters. The police came and took care of this problem, that problem. And inmates sat back and be like, police out there doing their job, taking care of your family while you locked up, protecting them. So there is some good cops, but there's a lot of bad ones too. And it's the bad ones that I don't like. You know, I want that out there. The bad ones is I don't like. The same way with the correction officers. They got a whole bunch of bad ones that work in these prisons and stuff. They in there for one reason, to cause trouble, man. To cause trouble, to go in there and get power crazy and stuff. And so I try to look at it like that when I was locked up. And I'm expecting, like we file grievances, it goes to the warden. And from the warden, it'll go to the correction cabinet in Frankfurt. I said, I'm going to see how they rule on it. They always come back ruling in their favor. They don't want to rule in the favor of an inmate because I guess they say we criminals. You know, because we locked up. But you know what? I decided right then and there, I said, forget it, man. I take matters into my own hands. I'll be judge and jury today, buddy. It cost me to do a lot of time, but hey, it got the job done.